How you doing, guys? Welcome back to the Kilted Drama with me, Gary. It's an absolutely scorching day here up in the Highlands. I've managed to find a few minutes to get out of the garden and dive myself into the dining room, and just thought I'd have a wee dram just to revive myself from the sun and have a wee chat about that one. So I was just having a look at some of the samples that I've got lying around. And one of the ones I've picked up here is the Laphroaig PX cask. So what I'll do is I'll get this one into the glass and then we'll have a wee chat. So this is another sample that I've got from Limitless Whiskey. You'll find him over on Instagram. That's Joel. And what I'll do is I'm going to stick one of my Whiskey Toppers challenge coins onto the top of it. You can see here we've got a wee Kilted Drama coin. I'm just going to stick that one on the top of it, just while we let that wee dram settle. Okay, Laphroaig. We all know Laphroaig. One of the big sort of distilleries over on Islay on the west coast of Scotland. Been putting out whisky for many years now in various forms. Laphroaig, pretty much renowned for its peatiness and its whisky. You either love it or you hate it. I'm one of these ones, I can take it or leave it. I'm not addicted to my peat, so to speak. I do like all the other whiskies as well. But if I'm choosing a whisky over from Islay, a peated whisky, it's Laphroaig tends to get my vote. Now this one is a little bit different. It's not your everyday Laphroaig whisky. It's been matured ever so slightly differently. So this one, as I said, it's a PX cask. If you know your whiskies, PX is Pedro Jimenez. It's a sherry cask. And what's happened is this one has been what's called triple matured. So they've matured it in American oak casks. It's then been put into quarter casks. If you know quarter casks, they're a much smaller whisky medium. So the content gets almost a faster maturation because it has more contact in that smaller space. And then there's been maturation in the Pedro Jimenez casks. This Laphroaig is put out at 48%, so that's a pretty decent wee hit. This is not my first sip of this one, so I've got some knowledge of it, so it's not going to be an actual live tasting expression really. As I said, Limitless Whiskey Joel actually managed to get hold of one of the travel exclusive 1 litre bottles of this whiskey, and he wasn't overly keen on it, so quite a large percentage of that 1 litre came over to this house. So let's have a wee sniff at it and we'll just let you know my feelings on how this one is. Straight away, that sherry's there, dark fruits, some raisins. I might be influenced there by chocolate raisins I was eating in the garden with the kids a few minutes ago. The peat's in there. Maybe almost an almondy sort of hit on it. That ripe fruit, there's almost that, excuse me, that sort of influence you get on a Speyside, when it's been sherry matured, that sort of orchard fruity sort of thing there. I'm just going to go straight into it. I'm not going to add any water to this one. Even a lot of the time on Laphroaig I'll put a wee drop of water in, but for this we'll just go straight in. Straight away, that almost ashiness, campfire ashiness, the peat, almost that well used leather chair in your granddad's study, you know, when he's been sat there with his old pipe puffing away. There's that sort of nostalgic hint coming across from it. Quite often I'll find that on a Laphroaig, you know, that's maybe my reference point to Laphroaigs, is that sort of leather chair and pipe smoke thing. I really like the peat on that one. This reference point is maybe more akin to people in the UK, but maybe a cherry menthol cough sweet. I think we used to get ones called tunes, and there's almost a hint of that there, a sort of cherry menthol, hard candy, you know, when you soak it to help your throat, relieve your throat. It leaves a sort of cherryness at the back of your, you know, the back of your teeth there. Yeah, and the smoke comes through. There's almost a drying effect on the mouth. It's not a very long finish. Almost makes you want to go in for another sip straight away. As I said, quite often I'll add a little bit of water to my Laphroaig, as I said earlier. And this one, although I've done it with this, a wee drip, it doesn't alter it greatly. So I'm quite happy having this as a neat dram. That there is that sherry is there on the nose, it's there on the palate. It's quite a good influence coming from that PX casks. As I said, yeah, Joel gave me a good measure of this, and we had a bit of a discussion about it. Some whiskies that you engage with, some you don't, and this is one I've engaged with, and I know I'm going to see Joel again on Sunday, and I think he's decided to give me a little bit more of it because I quite enjoy it. It's worth exploring, it's something different, so if you can get your hands on a wee Laphroaig PX cask triple matured, it's worth having a little sip at it, and I think personally you'll enjoy it. I think it runs about the 80 odd to 85 pound mark. I believe it's possibly discontinued now, but it's still out there, you'll still find it. Maybe if you've got that spare little bit of cash sitting around, you want to try something different out of Laphroaig, try the PX cask and you'll enjoy it. Slàinte folks, cheers.